Hi everyone, this is Kathy Grosskreutz with Bookkeeping Clean and Simple, and I am here changing it up a bit again because I wanted to show you a practical illustration of how ChatGPT isn't always correct. And I will say that I've been playing around with it for a few months now, and as you can see in the left navigation over there, I have used it to help me with various tasks that I've needed help on, and it's been pretty good. And I may upgrade to the paid version at some point, but I did this using the free version, which will help you if you want to try to replicate what I've already done. And I will tell you, I'm no expert with using this tool, and I'm learning more as I go. And I think I figured out where I went awry in what I was trying to do here. And so I might do a follow-up video to this to see if I ever get it to work the way I intend it to work. But the situation is I wanted to create an amortization schedule for one of my clients. Now, before I jump into this, I would ask that if you would please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel, share it with others. I generally help folks who are using QuickBooks Desktop and online. My goal is to help you maximize the usage of both platforms. I also throw videos like this interspersed in between as a little comic relief, if you will, at times. So, and you don't necessarily have to be an accountant user to like and subscribe to my channel. I welcome everybody who wants to be a part, even though my content is mostly geared towards the accountant community. Now, with that said, again, we're going to talk a little bit about this chat that I created here to try to generate this amortization schedule. And it went through several back and forth between me and the chat bot here. So to set this up, I gave it some of the starting parameters, and I realized as I was going through this, I left some stuff out, and I'll talk about that as we go through. So I entered some of the stuff. Now, of course, you never want to put any personal identifying information in any of this. You want to make sure that you're leaving all that out. You're just wanting to put in just the bare bones information that it needs, but you want to make sure you're as complete as you can, and that's where you're going to get your best results. So that's part of where I think I erred, and you'll see as I go through here. So anyway, I put all this stuff in here. And one thing I did forget to put in there was the amount of the payment, which I had through the documents that I have, but I forgot to put it in this first question. Probably if I had, oh, actually I did. I put it in there, payment amount per month. Aha. So it overlooked it. All right. So anyway, so as they answered my first question here, it gave the calculation, the formula and all this. And then it also calculated everything, and when it created the amortization schedule, it only created the first 3 monthly payments, and then the last monthly payment. It did not compute months 4 through 32, which was not what I was looking for. So anyway, I went back and I asked this question here. So you're on the right track. I need the same schedule with the total payments based off of the total payment per month calculated on the loan agreement. And then I also put down that I needed it broken down for all the months, but I didn't exactly say that in this thing. So the way that I did this, I don't think I was very clear to them what I wanted it to do. And then when it went through, it did the same thing, but it didn't... It didn't do exactly, it did basically the same thing it did before. So actually, let me back up a little bit. So it actually calculated the wrong payment date is what it did. It even though I told them the payment date, it created its own different payment date, which was different from the other one. So anyway, when I put in the right payment date, it recalculated it, but again, only for the first 3 months and then the last payment month. Okay. And so I tried to clarify it as I went through each of these little questions here, and it would add a few months here and there, but it would never add the other months until I went through. Here we go, and it's kind of hilarious. It would add a few months here and there, and then it even added the next to the last month in here, and then it added an extra month for month 34, which I did not ask for. So as I was trying to go through and refine these questions to try to get it to generate a list. So it finally generated a list, but the list is in error. So as we go through, and you'll see this last list here where you can see some of the payments as we get down towards the bottom, where we can see some of the splits are just total. I think this is all total principal with no interest. So that to me just, and then it went back to calculating the interest. So I cannot trust this chart. And I did not realize it until I actually started looking at it that it's incorrect. So at that point I just gave up, but I may run this again. I might upgrade to ChatGPT 4 to see if that'll help. I might reformulate the question. But if you guys or gals have any input as to what I could have done or how I can phrase this to make this work better and to get the result that I was looking for, that would be very much appreciated. But anyway, I just thought you might find this funny on a Monday. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. Take care, and we will see you very soon.